Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this beautiful castle painting in simple 3 steps. So let's get started. And now let's see the requirements of this painting. The first step in the painting is the background. So the background is the sky and the lake. So let's begin with the sky. So here I use the color cerulean blue and apply the color on the top of the sky. So later we are going to apply more colors for this beautiful sky. So you can see here I have been mixing the color pink with blue to have a light shade of purple. So I have been blending these two colors here. I blend these two colors smoothly as to have a very beautiful background. And now let's add more pink to the sky. So in the middle of the sky we are going to apply more pink. I am using my makeup brush to cover the large area. You can also use any flat brush. And here I have been blending the color pink and the blue to have a very beautiful and smooth sky. So later we are going to apply the color Naples yellow and try to blend the color with the pink. As we want a smooth gradation of colors for this beautiful sky, I am layering the colors over and over again. Now let's apply the color lemon yellow here and blend the colors with the Naples yellow. Once we finish painting the sky, let's paint the water. So here we are going to paint the water. So we have to reflect all the colors in the sky. So let's start with the color lemon yellow, and here I am applying the lemon yellow with my flat brush. Our aim is to have a very smooth background for this painting, so I am layering over and over again more paint to have a very smooth background. So now let's apply the color Naples yellow and we have to blend them together, and later we are going to apply the color pink in the bottom of the canvas and blend the pink with this Naples yellow to have a very beautiful and smooth background. Now let's paint the forest. To paint the forest first we need a ground, so I draw a straight line here, and now I am going to draw more lines for the trees. So here I am using my liner brush. Let's paint the individual branches of the tree. So we don't need to paint entire details, just add some strokes, that is enough to have this beautiful branches and leaves effect. You can use any brush to paint your forest. So here I am using my flat brush. So I am using the tip of my flat brush for the minute detail. So once we need a large strokes, we can use the flat brush like this to have a very beautiful forest effect. Once we finished painting the forest in black, let's add some details in green. So we need to add some little dots here and there to have this beautiful forest effect. So you don't need to cover entire black area here with our green. Just add some details here and there, some dots here and there, that is enough. The background color black and the details in green will give us the impression like a deep forest and a very thick forest. Keep in your mind, we need to give the green details only when the background color black is completely dry. I have been mixing the colors green and white to have a very light shade of green. So we are going to paint the bushes in this forest. So I am using my round brush. I use this brush something like a circular motion. We finish painting the bushes, let's paint the castle. And now let's trace the image of the castle. So we have to scribble the back side of the paper. So I'm using my pencil. So you have to use your pencil. And now it's time to trace the entire castle image. So here I'm using my pencil, and you have to do this process to have the beautiful image of the castle. So this is the easiest way to trace an image in a painting. Now it's time to paint the castle. So I decide to paint the castle from the castle turret. I use the color deep cyan to paint all the castle turret. So we are going to use the color for all the castle. To make this painting video even more helpful for the beginners, I have been giving a step-by-step explanation. So don't skip the video and watch how I paint the entire castle. I give you a detailed explanation. Now let's paint the castle with this yellow ochre color. So you can see the outsketch of the castle here. So we are going to block one by one area. So now let's do that. I have given the image link in the description. You can save the image and trace the image like this, and you can paint like this. Here you can see I mix yellow ochre and burnt sienna to have this brown shade. Now we are going to paint the watchtower of this castle. So you can see we just divide the entire castle into 3 or 4 steps. First we paint the castle turret in blue, and then we paint the tower in the yellow ochre, and now we paint the watchtower in this brown color. So my aim is to paint the castle as simple as possible, so any beginner artist can do this, and I hope this castle painting is easier for everyone. Let me know in the comment section how it helps you to paint the castle. So once we finish coloring this, let's add some light and dark values for this castle. So I am adding dark values now. So I mix the color yellow ochre with burnt sienna to have this shade. So we are expecting the light shade from the opposite side of this castle. So I am painting the dark shades only in this part. Here you can see I use my liner brush to add the dark values for this tower. So we have to be very careful while painting this. Here I paint the drawbridge using the color burnt sienna. Now it's time to add the dark value in the castle turret. So I mix the color blue with a little black to have this dark blue. So here you can see we use the same liner brush and we paint the same side where we paint the dark values for the tower. I can hear your voice now. It doesn't look like a castle at all, but you have to believe in the process. We are going to figure it out and we are going to paint a beautiful castle step by step. So don't skip the video and watch it thoroughly, and you can paint the beautiful castle. Now let's add the light values for the castle turret. So I use the color cerulean blue here. So now we can see we paint the opposite direction. So we are expecting the sunlight from this direction. So here we use the light values, and here you can see I blend the color. And for the roof we are adding the light values on the top. So you can see we added the dark values in the bottom. So now we have to add the light values on the top. Once we finish this, let's add the dark values for the tower. So here I use the color yellow and mix the yellow with little bit of yellow ochre, and I apply the color here where we expecting the sunlight from. Now let's add some little details on the watchtower. So here I use the color yellow mixed with a little white. And now it's my favorite thing, that is to paint the window and doors. Now you can see the castle becomes even more beautiful. Here you can see I use the same liner brush to paint some tiny lines. So here we are giving some details for this castle. We paint some windows and doors. To make this painting even more beautiful, we are going to paint a stone wall here. So we have to draw some lines like this, and later we are going to block the lines by drawing some lines in this opposite side. So we can see it's something like a stone wall. And now let's add some highlights. So here I use the color light blue and I paint here. So we can see the sunlight hits there directly, so we need to apply some highlight colors to here. And here you can see for the tower I use the color yellow and a little bit of white. Now let's paint some ground in front of the castle. So I use the color green. If you like this pink landscape painting, you can watch more paintings in my pink landscape painting. So you can watch all my pink landscape paintings in this playlist here. And now let's paint some flags on the top of the castle. To paint the shadow of the trees in the lake, I used the flat brush. Using the flat brush, now I am painting some grass in front of the castle. Here you can see I paint the reflection of the trees, so we just add some strokes of green here and there. To make this painting even more beautiful, let's add a tree in front of the castle. So I just paint the trunk. Now let's paint the branches and leaves. So I follow the same technique we used earlier to paint the forest. If you found my tutorials are really easy and helpful, then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can see in my YouTube channel every video with step-by-step explanation. And also don't forget to follow me in my Instagram. There you can see all the regular updates about my paintings. Let's add some strokes using the color green. And now let's paint a small white circle. So this will be our sun. So this is a sunset painting. So I just made a sun like this. Finish this painting by painting a small boat here. After almost 5 hours of painting, we finally finished this beautiful castle painting. And please let me know in the comment section how much you like this painting, and let me know how this tutorial is helpful for you. And I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting in my next video. Until then, have fun with colors.